All right. I'm the host today. My name's David Hand. Does everyone want to introduce themselves?
Yeah, I'll go first. My name is Asher. I'm a current transfer student into George Fox, and I transferred in as a junior. Right now, my grad plan is to graduate by next winter, right before spring, and then start applying for grad school here soon. I'm a psychology major.
Awesome. What about you, Ryan?
My name's Ryan. I am a senior in psychology. I have two minors, criminal justice and history. So, yeah, and I'll be graduating this year.
All right. And who are we mentoring today?
My name is Angelica. Um, I just changed my major to psychology. I was doing nursing, and working at a care home made me realize I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. Um, and I also am trying to earn a criminal justice minor, but it may or may not happen because I just picked it up as a minor.
Very cool. All right. So today we are going to go over professors' relationships, our relationship with professors and faculty. And then if we got time, the other cue for us is the Be Known promise at George Fox. So I'll start off by talking about, how we should approach professors. One thing that comes to mind that I've seen in other classes, interacting with other students is, um, a lot of times I know we all got our own things going on and school can be stressful and, there's other things going on in people's lives other than school. But you always got to remember that the professors have, they've taken a lot of time to get their degree. A lot of them are doctorates, and they've put in a lot of work and effort to get where they are, and they deserve respect from us being the students. So, um, you know, using their preferred times, like I think it's their student hour times, you can schedule time with them to see them, to ask questions. That's a great way to utilize their time. But don't treat them like, your friend or something where you just email them late at night, expect a response right away. They're not there to just serve your every whim. They're there to help you, but you need to be respectful in how you approach the faculty. Do you guys have anything to add?
Yeah, exactly what you're saying. They're there for you, and they want to help you as much as like they can. But again, there has to be a boundary that's set that um, you can't just like expect them to do your work for you or make them stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning because they have other things to do.
How about you,
Yeah.
Asher?
No, I think realizing that they're not your best friend. I've seen a lot of people here at other schools show some sort of disrespect just to the faculty or teachers by trying to treat them like their own close friends or close peers. So the way how I see it, which some teachers disagree and some teachers agree, um, there's a boundary. Don't necessarily cross that boundary because they're not your best friend. I don't go around patting them on the back or them for me as well randomly. So, in order to keep a relationship, I try to keep it professional by using customs and courtesies while communicating with them, such as netiquette. That's a common, I guess, modern day phrase for using networking etiquette online. And then, as well as realizing that they're also people. They've got their own personal time, business, books, family. So do I. Why do I expect them to bend over backwards if I'm not willing to either? So, outside of office hours, they have a family, they have a life too. Let them live it.
Yeah, that's good. Do you have any questions for us?
No, I mean, I'm aware of a lot of these things, so
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. It's always good to be reminded that. But I think a lot of it is just common sense and my mom always hounded in on me like, "Oh, you need to like respect your teachers and your elders, like no matter what." So that's always been very much ingrained in my mind. But I do agree with you guys how I recognize how some people don't really pay attention to things like that. So,
Yeah, one thing that I just thought of, part of being respectful, I get it, like, we miss class, if you got a family emergency or you're sick or, there's always an ex like a good excuse to not be at school, but I think part of the respect piece of interacting with your teachers is just showing up. Like, there's a lot of kids who just don't care, they just want to do the bare minimum. But just showing your teachers that you actually care to be there and you actually want to learn from them, that says a lot, So I would recommend you to, even if it's, I'm not saying you have to like, kiss their butt and like give them compliments and I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying showing up, asking good questions, engaging in class. I think that's a part of being respectful too. It helps stimulate the class time,
yeah.
Lets them do their job better.
Yeah. It kind of makes me sad when some people don't ask questions in class. And sometimes like I'm not asking questions because I'm like no one else is asking questions and I'm like it's so awkward like when you do ask a question, like everyone's just silent and I'm like, guys, answer their question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I also find one thing is that I commonly disagree with teachers or with some ideas and other stuff, and I'll mention it. I used to have this one professor, not here at George Fox, but at PCC, the last college I went to. I think every single day we were close to arguing in class in front of the entire all the classmates. But towards the end of that, I took another class with him, and then he actually ended up writing me a letter of recommendation to several colleges, some of which I actually got accepted into. So I would say don't be scared to disagree with them either, or show that you have some sort of opposite style of thinking. You don't have to make them smile in order for them to appreciate you in the classroom.
I mean, that's the only way you can learn though. If you're just agreeing with everything, you're just a sheep and you should be able to have your own ideas and express that. That's why you're in school. And if you're right, well, then you can continue to be proven right. But if you're wrong, well, then someone can correct you. Or if you don't know anything, you learn something. So, mhm.
Well said.
Yeah, thank you.
You got anything to add, Ryan?
No, I completely agree with what you guys were saying. Yeah.
Yeah. School is a time to debate and to, sift through your ideas and, you're paying to be there, so use it, use it wisely. And they're there to help facilitate that. And then the other part of our meeting is the be known promise. Um, for me, I think I've been at George Fox for like a little over a year. And I feel like they live up to that, that saying of be known. A lot of the teachers have tried to get to know me, try to make me feel like, I have a place at George Fox. Um, I definitely like to go out of my way. I'm not saying all the time, but if I notice there's someone, a lot of times I sit in the back of the class. So if there's someone sitting next to me and they look like they're just, not engaging with anybody, sometimes I'll just be like, if there's a cue in class to ask someone a question about whatever, I'll go up to them and, ask them, what's their name, get to know them a little bit, just so they don't feel like they're the only person in there that knows their own name, like it's nice to have a couple familiar faces in your class. What do you guys think?
Yeah, 100%. Get to know as many people as you can and connect with them. This is the time that you can start building connections and start exploring different ideologies and different thought processes. And uh, this is the time to kind of explore who you want to hang around or who uh, you find insightful or like for your understandings to grow. If you're just stuck in your own echo chamber, there's no growth there. It's you have to hear other perspectives and other uh, talking points to really learn and grow.
Well, do you guys think that the be known promise is working? Or that you yourself have been known by your classmates and peers? I mean, I would say I'm newer, so I can't necessarily speak on behalf of it. But how do you guys feel as though that you've been known, heard? Are you guys even worried about it? I mean, how important do you guys think it is?
For me personally, I don't think it's the most important thing. Just because I'm fine with who I am and I'm confident that I'll be fine whether people know me or not. But I think it can be really helpful for some people, that are struggling with self-identity or they want to make friends or they feel like they're black sheep. It's nice. It's nice to be wanted and it's nice to be welcomed and it makes you feel good. I feel like it can help facilitate learning, if you're more comfortable with speaking up and you got people around you that you can talk to. I think it can be good. And I think I've definitely seen it with certain teachers that go out of their way to get to know me. And then there's been other people that have been a little more exclusive. I'm not saying like they meant to be. It's just that's how it seemed to me. But I
Mhm.
didn't take it personally or anything.
Should have. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. The be known promise, I think it's important. And a, a lot of people come to college like scared or kind of timid in the beginning, but kind of the be known process, you need to start building those connections that are important, and later down the line, they'll be even more important because you don't know what person could give you a job or what person could recommend something to you and completely change your life. It's the be known promise is what you take of it and not like it's not a focal point like what you were saying, David, but it's a thought process of what you should be doing so you can build those connections later down the line.
Yeah, that's a good point. You don't know who you're sitting next to. Yeah. Yeah, it could be the next owner of a Fortune 500 company, and offers you a job. Like you never know. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good rule of thumb. Do you have any questions?
No, not
No?
really. No, sorry, I don't really have that
No,
questions.
you're
Well, that's
fine.
fine. How well known do you think you are? I mean, do you think it's working?
This?
No, no, just the be well known. Like, do you think you're well
Oh,
known in the college?
I think I'm too known.
Oh,
Like since I switched the psychology major, I took so last semester, spring semester last year, I took biopsych for fun, and it was like the first day, and Ernest Kim was asking everyone like, "Oh, like what's your major? Why are you here? Blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, I'm a nursing major." He's like, "Oh wow, you're a nursing major?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Why are you taking this class?" I'm like, "For fun." And then I switched to psych, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're that girl that took biopsych for fun." I'm like, "How do you know me?" Like, "Oh, people were talking about it." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'd say like I'm known and then I have like friends or I make friends easily in class. I just hung out with one of the girls in my class that I met um because we both have the same major now. And I think for professors I do think some try to seek out relationships with their students more than others, but again that's also a personal preference um like I know I have a good relationship with Kelly. I asked for her to be the what's it the academic advisor.
the
Mm.
cat
Yeah.
coach or
We didn't have those for nursing.
oh,
But I asked her to be my academic advisor, and I I have a good relationship with her. I like her classes, and if I do grad school, I'd probably ask her for a letter of recommendation. So
Okay.
yeah, I would say the professors are very much on that. Yeah.
Good. That's
Yeah,
good.
because I don't really know. I mean, I thought I was one of the older kids in class because I didn't come straight out of high school, but I guess David's even older. So I'm wondering, how do you feel about being one of the older kids in the class? I mean, I don't think you're too much older, but
I'm 29.
yeah.
Um, uh, I mean, it's kind of weird, like I think when I started college, like community college, I think I was like 24 or something like that. And, even back then, I was usually one of the older people in class. And I don't know, it was kind of weird, but I mean, I met some cool people,
Yeah.
and I feel like a lot of times, a lot of the younger students, a lot of times they do, they're scared of speaking up and stuff like that. And for me now, I don't really care. Like, if I got a question, I'm just gonna ask, because I'm curious, So I feel like in a way it's been nice because I feel like I can just do what I want in a way, and I don't feel like insecure or nervous about it or whatever. But um no, I feel like it's been good. George Fox has been pretty nice to be at. Um I feel like they provide a pretty good education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have in my counseling class, there's a guy who's in his 40s, married, father of two, and was in the Marines.
Mhm.
Yep. So you're not the oldest one. I hope that makes you feel good.
That does make me feel better actually. I'm pretty sure I saw like a 70-year-old man.
No,
Yeah,
there's
not in my class, but in a different class. And I was like, hell
yeah,
yeah, he's
He's
still
actually
at
not
it.
70, he's 50, and he was in the National Guard for 30
yeah,
years.
Oh, was
He
he
just looked
really?
old. No, he's in one of
but
My God.
no, one of the guys
If
in my
you're
theology
watching this, I'm
classes.
sorry.
No, his name is Mike, and I make fun of, or we joke around about how much older he is, but even
Yeah.
might not be him.
but
I think it's inspiring because, like, I told my mom she's 66. She'll be 67 in November. And I'm like, hey, if she's like a Christian lady. I was like, you should go to George Fox. You should go back to school, get like your theology degree. Like, you love that. Like, it's never too late?
Hmm.
You can go be known,
there,
mom.
there,
Yeah.
yeah. In one of my history classes, because I have a minor in it, there's an 89-year-old in one of my
Okay.
classes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah.
He
My
looked
He
he
has
looked
a
geriatric to me.
yeah, he has like a cane and
Yeah, that's
yeah.
impressive. I'm
Yeah. He
impressed.
has like a cane, he walks in.
oh God.
That's the kind
He's
of guy that's
he
gonna
doesn't
live to
he
like
just he
120.
doesn't show up to tests.
He just,
Yeah. He doesn't show up to the test. He says, I'll see you guys the next day after the test. And yeah,
oh,
it's pretty
He's not
funny.
worried
Yeah.
about passing. He just wants to learn.
Yeah, he just wants to learn.
I
maybe
like it.
that's like a deal because I had Ryan Daringer for one of my uh history classes, and my boyfriend would just show up at random times. So,
Yeah.
Nice.
mhm.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I mean, really, that's all I had to say. So if you guys have nothing else, we can finish this guy.
Yeah.
Sounds
Just once
good.
you finish it, you and I should stick together, David, because we got other stuff too.
You got it. All right. Well, I guess I'll stop it. I'll hope you guys have a great Saturday.
Thank
Okay.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Yep,
For
you're
sure.
welcome. Bye.
Bye.